All right, let's just do the quick Cliff's Notes version of Carnie. She called in to my birthday on the SiriusXM show. Then I accosted her in the hallway when she was here doing other interviews for other shows.
Weird.
That was inappropriate.
What?
But she decided to come back on the Six Pack and do a extended, quote-unquote, sit-down interview, but she's not sitting down with us. She's probably sitting down somewhere, like in her car, but...
We do not know. We will find out.
Hi, Carnie.
Hi, guys.
So just in case you're not clear who we are, Ben is the one who jumped and attacked and pounced on you in the hallway at SiriusXM.
You mean gorgeous hunk of Ben?
Yes, that one.
Ding, 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 ding.
I'm the other guy.
We're off to a good start. So let's do this. Where are you? Because I know that you were on The Talk recently as a guest host. So are you in L.A.?
Yes, I'm in L.A., and we taped yesterday. It's actually just aired here in Los Angeles, and I just got a call to come co-host The View.
Shut up.
Yeah, when Sherry Shepherd steps out for a day the 21st of May, so I'm really stoked.
Two of my favorite things coalescing. Can we get some dish on The Talk? How is Chenbot behind the scenes? Is she nice? Is she stiff? How is Sharon? Is she a bitch?
Oh, my God.
One question at a time, Ben.
That's hysterical. Well, Julie Chen, I'm very drawn to her, but I'm very intimidated by her as well.
Yeah.
She's incredible. She reminds me of like a Chinese Madonna. She's just like, she's really organized and structured and strong, and she doesn't say anything she doesn't mean. And so if she talks to you, it's with purpose, and she's inquisitive, she's bright, and she runs a tight ship, and I admire that. And she's really funny, and she's a mother of a young child, and there are a lot of things I relate to and she's awesome. And I am totally intimidated by her. I don't know what it is. She scares the shit out of me.
She does seem a little scary.
It's not that she's scary. It's just that I feel like I'm on my tippy toes with her, like I'm walking on eggshells, because she does have a lot of power, but she's also very, very bright and observant. So you can't screw around. She catches everything, and I want to do a good job for her. So that's why I feel that way. Sharon is a dear friend of mine, and I love Sharon.
Okay.
Sharon is the coolest, funniest woman.
Good. Now, I hope that Barbara Walters isn't on the day that you're on The View, because talk about terrifying.
Boy, you're really not making this easy for her.
No, I know. But you want to hear what's so funny? When Wilson Phillips did The View a few weeks ago, because I've co-hosted The View about 6 times. I was in the running along neck to neck with Elizabeth when they were going to, when they asked her to join. Meredith had tears coming down her face when she wanted me to join. Star wanted me to join. Wow. Joy wanted me to join, and it was really close.
Wow.
And they just said to me, like, it was so funny because Joy was like backstage. She says, "Now I'm going to tell you the truth here. You tell them, if you're not Republican, you're not getting the job." And I said, "I'm not Republican. I'm really not anything, but I'm not Republican."
Yeah.
And she was like, "You're not getting the job," So I was like, "Well, we'll see." And I didn't. But when I went there last time with the girls, I said to Barbara, when I was leaving, Joy was sitting with Barbara in the dressing room, and Joy was like, "You know what, you fucking bitch, you're great at this. You know what I mean? You should be here." That's what she said. And then I call her the C word. She's the funniest thing. Joy is out of control. So I looked at Barbara and I said, "Barbara, you need to have me co-host again. I need to be in that chair with you guys." And they called me.
There you go.
Wow, that's the way to get it done.
Persistent.
You got to go right to Barbara. You can't go to Bill Getty. That guy doesn't know what he's doing.
Well, I was talking to Bill about it too, and it didn't hurt that he's in love with the new album, and he was playing it. He said when he was on his vacation, he was playing it for his wife, and and I was pretty forceful with him too. But they know I want the job. They know that.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about the show, because I caught up on all the episodes last night. Wilson Phillips still holding on the TV Guide network. Can I first of all say, it's been like 20 years since you guys released your first album, and you none of you look like you've aged at all.
Oh God, I feel like we have, but
what is in those green shakes and creams and treatments that China is on? It's insane.
Well, I don't know, but there must be something. It's called the crazy powder because she's drinking that. That's so funny.
Well, you guys
I
look
don't
good.
know.
You look good.
Oh, thank you. I just feel like the three of us just have our own separate lives, but we come together for this music, and the show it kind of gets wackier and wackier as the weeks
really?
go on. And
Well,
yeah, I mean, like, there are things I don't like about it, but it's the way it is. It's reality TV. But
did you guys have any trepidation about doing reality TV? Because it seems like everyone that does it, suddenly weeks later, they're like, oh no, it was the editing that made me look like a crazy person.
well, that's true. That is 100% true. I hate that they have to make it where people don't want to change the channel, and unfortunately, that takes either watching a train wreck or watching somebody have get hurt feelings, and that sucks. But it just depends on what people find riveting and what keeps them tuned in. And I really believe that it's the relationship with us three, that we are really different girls, but we're so connected from all the years of knowing each other and our parents and the whole link together. And then there's the music that's the real thread. And it's just interesting. But, I mean, like, I think that it's a little played up for the cameras. I mean, China gets a little crazy around cameras sometimes, and I certainly, need a muzzle. So, it's fun.
Well, let's talk about China a little bit because, you got two gays here. You have a ton of gay friends. But on the show, she's talking about the Lord a lot. The Lord is on board, and, she's with Billy Baldwin, and, they haven't always been on board with the gays.
Well, Billy certainly isn't, yeah.
Is China cool with us?
She is, and I just think that she has a lot of struggle with her religious beliefs and what she's supposed to follow and not follow, and I think she just tries to stay more anonymous. So I can't speak for her, but I can speak for myself, and I love myself a gay man, and I love gay women, and I fucking love gays.
Well, we knew that,
and the gays love you, so it's sort of it's a synonymous thing you got going on there.
I just feel like people are people, and I don't care if you want to slob on the knob or lick the. I don't care what anyone wants to do. Did you guys see Kathy Griffin the other night when we did it?
No, I didn't see it.
Oh my God! It was we made a surprise appearance on Kathy Griffin last night. We sang California Dreamin', but she's apparently in love with our show. That she's like, these crazy bitches, they fight about everything, and I want more viewers in American Idol watching this show. I mean, she really is like plugging it for us, but she truly likes it. It was funny. It was really funny.
That's great. Well, what has it been like? You've been doing all these shows, and your fans have sort of come out of the closet, and we've all aged a bit. Have you had some crazy fan experiences lately?
Yeah, Ben, it was in the Sirius hallway when you jumped on her.
No, you know what? It's pretty cool with us, but we do have like two fans that are slightly obsessive, and one of them got kicked out of the venue that we were performing at. He was obnoxious and started just screaming at everybody. And he somehow got China's phone number, and he texts her.
Oof.
It's really scary.
Yikes.
He's got some mental problems. Then there's this other girl named Jen who apparently has more money than God, and just follows us everywhere. And one day we were like, "You're at every single show, whether we're in Toronto or we're in Newport Beach. And how do you get there?" And she's like, "Well, my parents are rich."
That explains it.
It's a good life.
So those are the only two hardcore fans we have. But this morning I was freaking out because I don't really retaliate when it comes to people that say mean things, but this morning I was really stressed out because I was trying to make these freaking empanadas for my daughter's school.
Yeah.
And I checked Twitter, and I see this guy, and his name is Victor, and he's an actor, and I did something really, really mean.
Uh-oh.
And I really regret it now.
What did you do?
What happened?
I mean, I usually just either respond go F yourself, or something crazy once in a while, or I don't say anything. But today, it's just it was awful. I don't even know if I should be saying it. But
what did he do to you?
What did he do
let's
first?
talk about that.
He said to me, "Hey, Carnie, will you go to the prom with me? I'll buy you a 6-foot sub and 3 large pizzas for dinner."
Oof. All right.
So immediately I'm like, okay, I'm 6 years old, sucking my thumb and then feeling fat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
And I had no patience because I couldn't get the empanadas right. So I was really mad, And I'm like, this jerk. I'm just gonna, and I look at his picture and I see, I mean, I went as low as he did. I see on there that he was like a little person.
Wait.
Oh.
Like a little person?
Like a midget.
Whoa.
Like a midget. And then I looked.
You went off on a midget.
Well, this is what I did. I looked, and apparently he's an actor. And when I looked up his profile, it said, like, you know, funny asshole. That's how he describes himself.
Right.
So I said, I tweeted back. I tweeted, as long as the sub is as tall as you.
Wow.
And did he respond?
Then, yeah, his response was, I took a massive shit this morning and saw your face.
Oh, God.
Wow. See, this is why I'm not a big fan of the back and forth with this kind of stuff. But I don't think you should feel guilty after going after a little person. He brought it on. I mean, if little people, they want to be treated equally like everyone else. We always talk about equality on the show. Little person attacks you, you attack little person.
Totally. I don't have anything against little people. I don't have anything against any people, any person. But when somebody is like, if they're going to make fun of me, like if I'm fat, then fuck them. You know, that was unbelievable.
That's funny that a little person made a size issue. Like his joke was a size.
Well, he's
thing.
overcompensating.
Yeah.
That's what everyone does.
Yeah.
That's interesting to me. And you say you went back to feeling like a 6-year-old sucking your thumb, feeling fat. You know, when I started listening to Wilson Phillips, I was in 7th grade maybe, and I brought in your CD and played Hold On the boombox. And up until that point, I had felt normal around friends, and, you know, I was like a quirky little kid. But I played the song, and people are like, all right, that's a little weird for this guy to be playing Hold On. It was honestly, not to blame it on you guys, but it was one of the first times I felt different. And then I think I connected with you because people made fun of you for your weight.
Yeah. I have had this struggle since I'm 5 years old, and it's always an issue. It has always been an issue, and it's like positive, negative, pros, cons. The good news is that I've learned to have, you know, thick skin and really focus on what's inside of people rather than what's on the outside. And, you know, the lessons I've learned and being compassionate for people, all that stuff I've learned from being ridiculed. I get it. And then the negative parts are the obvious. It's embarrassing. You feel different. You feel, you know, like you're not good enough, and it can really affect your self-esteem.
Yeah.
You compare yourself to people more. I felt like a failure in that area so many times over and over in my life, and now being 44, you know, and with my 2 children, my focus and my direction is so clear, and I don't worry about the little things, and I don't care so much about what people say because A, it's just their opinion, and B, it's my life, and nobody's going to make me feel a certain way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Except for Victor.
Oh my God, that shithead.
That freaking midget.
When you guys were super rich and famous, did you spend your money on anything ridiculous that you regret?
Yes, everything. No. Oh my God, I pissed through it all. You know, I did. I mean, we were young, and I remember, you know, my first big check. I mean, I still think this is a lot of money to have in the bank. I had $500,000 cash in the bank. You know, we made a few million each. You know what I mean? And that's actually not tons compared to all these people out there in the business that you hear of now.
Right.
But it's a lot of money. You know, it is a lot of money, and we were warned and we were guided, but I didn't follow anything, and I just thought that it would always last. And God, I went through a lot of money. I remember skipping down Rodeo Drive with China. We each bought a $20,000 watch at Cartier, and we just like, you know, we just said, oh, we're just going to ship it on the bird, and we put it on American Express, and we skipped down Rodeo Drive, like, you know, we got a watch, we got a watch. It was obnoxious, but it was so much fun. Oh my God!
I feel like you might have had a midget butler. Any chance?
Well, this reminds me of our Hey Santa video. There was this little, like, this dwarf with, like, I think he's got like a 19-inch dick or something. What is it? It was a porno star that was actually in our Hey Santa video.
Oh, wow.
There are a lot of little people with big penises, but that's a whole other thing.
We gotta pull up that video, man.
Yeah.
How do we go from Cartier watches to midgets with big dicks? I don't know.
You brought it up.
It's
well, sort of. What's happening with Carnie Wilson next?
I am writing a healthy cookbook because I've decided I already have a cookbook, but it's like lots of comfort foods and there's some pretty rich dishes in there. But I've really been like focusing on my health this year. That's the number one thing. I just lost 41 pounds. I mean, I'm still on this weight loss, health journey. So I want to incorporate that into what I'm doing this year. And QVC has expressed some interest in doing a cookbook. So I'm really, I'm collecting recipes and eating really healthy. And I'm feeling great. I'm physically, I was depriving myself, and now I'm just kind of filling up that way in a really, really good way. I want to spend more time with my family this year. I had a couple of really rough years financially, and then also just working so hard. I want to take a family vacation. I know that sounds stupid, but I really want to spend more time with my family.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, maybe if you sell that watch, you guys can all go on vacation.
It's already been sold. Are you kidding me?
She's like, that thing was gone in 96.
Yeah.
You never know. Television's always going to be happening, and I think that Wilson Phillips is going to continue to do more shows. We're working on something in Vegas right now that we're trying to lock down. It seems like everything's growing, so I'm kind of letting everything unfold, but I'm trying to keep direction happening too,
Good. Hey, let's get you to a gay party. We'll get hundreds of thousands of gays out and put you up on stage.
That sounds fabulous.
Yeah. Before you know it, you'll be skipping down Rodeo once again.
You're damn right. That sounds good to me.
All right, cool.
All right. So Wilson Phillips still holding on, TV Guide Network. Thank you so much for calling, Carnie. We really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Ben is so melting in his seat.
It's great to talk to you guys. It was fun. I feel more if I can just kind of let go a little bit more. It's nice.
Hey, we talked midget penis. Pretty good.
Oh, my God. I'm never going to live this down. Oh, God.
Yeah. All right. Thanks again. Take care.
Thanks, guys. Anytime. Okay.
All right. Bye-bye.
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 The Six Pack.